These were initially 10 individual videos of around a minute long that I posted on another channel back in early 2023. For this channel, I decided to bundle them all into a single video. That being said, if this video comes off a little weird, it's because I'm a total amateur when it comes to this video editing stuff. Millie and Molly, which released on Commodore 64 in 2020, is a clone of a 1990 Game Boy game called Cat Trap. They're both puzzle platformers about pushing blocks and breaking up dirt, along with switching between one of two characters to destroy all monsters. They also allow rewinding actions at any time. Although both games are mechanically identical, puzzles in Millie and Molly are original, along with challenging without causing much frustration. Doesn't hurt that the Switch port is only $5. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond isn't secretly the best Pokemon game ever. It's unambitious, sticking rigidly close to the Nintendo DS original that is over a decade old. However, I adore Pokemon Diamond, and thus I enjoyed Brilliant Diamond. What changes this remake does make are good, like an expanded underground and removal of HMs. Complaints about sticking too close to the original are valid, but with newer Pokemon games being more experimental, I like a humble old school experience. The music in this version pales in comparison to others, and a few non-game breaking bugs are sprinkled here and there. But Final Fantasy IV on Game Boy Advance is still an excellent adventure. In addition to an improved translation, this version also includes bonus dungeons, and that's on top of what was included in previous versions, like restored mechanics. My only major complaint is the final dungeon. I rarely struggled until then, but it kicked my ass a lot. Klonoa Door to Phantomile on PlayStation is my 86th favorite game of all time, so it's a little surprised that I enjoyed this upgraded HD remaster of the Wii remake. Did I get that right? Environments are repainted with vivid colors, and Namco Bandai used the original localization as opposed to the strange one created for Wii, along with the original design for Klonoa himself. While a weird stuttering to the camera is distracting, I was more than happy to enjoy this adventure again. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is, objectively speaking, the worst game on this list. Atrocious tutorials seem designed to sabotage players, and locking side quests behind random character polls is a terrible idea. Voice acting is uneven too, especially during the first handful of hours. And what's with these character designs? Fortunately, my complaints are outweighed by a battle system that, once learned, is a blast, along with an endearing cast that kept me invested in the story until the emotional conclusion. It's telling that my biggest complaint towards Klonoa 2 is that there's too much Klonoa 2. Stages are lengthy enough that I would have preferred them broken up into smaller levels. All my other criticisms are meager, as Klonoa 2 improves on almost everything from the original game. The enemy inflation ability is used in more unique ways, and there's neat boarding sequences that aren't frequent enough to grow tiresome. And the story pulls at the heartstrings similarly, though not identically, to the first. I'm normally worried when games front-load as much plot as Triangle Strategy does, yet I became far more invested in the story than I expected. The main characters are likable enough, and they go through enough shit that I wanted to reach the end just to offer them a little relief. Still, plot is secondary to turn-based combat. This isn't a particularly original strategy RPG, but everyone on your team coming with a gimmick, from magic and traps to turning invisible and creating a clone, kept it fun. Plus, I was genuinely excited to see what my next recruit brought to the table. Pokemon Legends Arceus is the closest that Game Freak has come to making my dream Pokemon title. Thus, I devoured this game. I haven't had so much fun with a Pokemon adventure since Gold, which was 23 years ago. Hell, I completed the Pokédex for the first time. Gradually uncovering information about each species by completing related tasks was something that I never knew I wanted. And sneaking through tall grass until I'm close enough to surprise my target? Fantastic. I hope to death that we get a sequel, and that the Pokemon Company gives Game Freak the time and resources it needs. Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes is designed for me. It retains practically everything that I liked about the first Fire Emblem Warriors, and layers on a lot that I love about Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Specifically, customizing your fighters. Classes can be changed and upgraded, while skills can be unlocked and swapped around. Weapons, accessories, battalions, and more are used to further differentiate companions. Combat itself is typical Musou, involving a lot of hacking and slashing, but at least FE Warrior's strategy edge remains. And lastly, I'm happy to return to this setting. I mean, I fell in love with these characters throughout 3 Houses, and they're just as endearing here. I cannot say that Xenoblade Chronicles 3 surpasses Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, but comes damn close. environments are beautiful and a blast to explore, while the cast is a lovable bunch. The conclusion definitely moved me. However, what 3 does better is combat, which cleverly smashes together mechanics from the original and Xenoblade Chronicles 2, along with character customization. This customization doesn't reach the same level as Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, but it's still better than previous Xenoblade titles. Hey, you made it to the ending. Hopefully that wasn't too painful. A text version of this video is available on my blog, along with plenty of other inane topics centered largely around video games. A link to that blog is in the description below. And thanks again for watching.